The seventh chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-Araf, derives its name from the Arabic word for the heights. This title refers to a significant place mentioned in the surah, a raised platform where some believers will be stationed on the Day of Judgment. Al-Araf is a lengthy surah containing 206 verses. It delves deep into the nature of faith, obedience, and the consequences of rejecting divine guidance. Through vivid descriptions of both paradise and hell, it aims to guide humanity towards righteousness. Ultimately, Surah Al-Araf serves as a profound reminder of our purpose in life. The opening verses of Surah Al-Araf immediately establish the Quran's central role in guiding humanity. Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad. This is a book revealed to you, O Muhammad, so let there not be in your breast any distress from it, that you may warn thereby, and as a reminder to the believers. Quran 7:1-2. These verses emphasize the divine origin of the Quran. They highlight its purpose as a source of guidance, warning, and reassurance for believers. The surah emphasizes that the Quran is not merely a collection of stories or moral teachings, it is a living revelation, a direct communication from God to humanity. This concept is further emphasized in verse 52. And we have certainly brought them a book which we detailed with knowledge, guidance and mercy for a people who believe. A significant portion of Surah Al-Araf is dedicated to recounting the stories of past prophets. These narratives serve as powerful reminders of God's constant communication with humanity. Among the prophets mentioned are Adam and Iblis, Noah, Hud, Salih, Lot, Shu'aib, and Moses. The story of Adam and Iblis illustrates the dangers of pride and disobedience. Noah's story exemplifies perseverance and faith in the face of adversity. Despite facing ridicule and rejection, Noah continued to deliver God's message. The narratives of Hud, Salih, Lot, and Shu'aib demonstrate the consequences of materialism, corruption, and social injustice. These prophets were sent to guide their respective nations who had fallen astray due to their worldly desires. However, their calls for repentance were largely ignored, leading to divine retribution. These stories emphasize the importance of recognizing and responding to God's message. Section 4, Moses and Pharaoh, a clash of wills. The story of Moses and Pharaoh occupies a central place in Surah Al-Araf. It is a powerful narrative of faith versus tyranny, of divine power challenging worldly might. Pharaoh, the embodiment of arrogance and oppression, refuses to acknowledge God's power. Despite facing immense challenges, Moses remains steadfast in his faith and delivers God's message with unwavering conviction. The surah details the plagues that befell Egypt as a consequence of Pharaoh's defiance and the Israelites' miraculous escape through the Red Sea. This story highlights the importance of standing up for justice and opposing oppression. Moses' unwavering faith in God serves as an example of courage and perseverance. The story of Moses and Pharaoh emphasizes the ultimate futility of worldly power. Section 5, the Day of Judgment, a glimpse into the hereafter. Surah Al-Araf provides a vivid and detailed description of the Day of Judgment. This momentous event marks the end of the world and the beginning of the hereafter. The surah emphasizes the absolute authority of God on this day, as he judges all of humanity based on their deeds in this life. And the horn will be blown, and whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth will fall dead, except whom God wills. Then it will be blown again, and at once they will be standing, looking on. Quran 39:68. The surah describes the scene with striking imagery, evoking a sense of awe and fear. Those whose good deeds outweigh their bad will be granted entry into paradise, a realm of eternal bliss. Those whose bad deeds outweigh their good will be condemned to hellfire, a place of eternal punishment. Section 6, the Covenant and Guidance, our path to salvation. A recurring theme throughout Surah Al-Araf is the concept of a primordial covenant between God and humanity. This covenant, established at the dawn of creation, requires humans to acknowledge God's sovereignty and worship Him alone. The surah reminds us that God, in His infinite mercy, has not left us to wander aimlessly. He has provided clear guidance through His prophets and scriptures illuminating the path to salvation. Following divine guidance requires embodying God's attributes of mercy, compassion, and justice in our daily lives. Ultimately, our salvation lies in recognizing His signs, following His guidance, and striving to live a life that reflects our submission to His will.